Hey everybody, welcome back to Holt Growers. I'm your host Timothy Holt, and this is inside my greenhouse. It is warm in here. Yeah, not as warm as it has been because it's been cold the last couple of days outside, but the sun is shining and it is a beautiful day out. However, we really need to get some of these herbs planted and get some seeds going for our tomatoes. So today, this video is going to be all about one of our herbs here. Let me get it out. Parsley. So I went ahead and put those down there. That's a parcel tray, so we'll put it out of the way. Parsley. What my plan is I'm going to put parsley in these trays. I have plastic covers that make them kind of a double greenhouse effect when they're in here in the bigger greenhouse. Should keep them pretty warm. The other nice thing about these trays is they come out with these pots, and then once they start to sprout, I'm going to be putting them in these planters. The nice thing about these planters is a couple of things. One, if I want to put in drain holes, there's a couple places that are pre-done for drain holes. I just punch them, and they will fit in the walkways really nicely out of the way. I can step around them, I can pick them up and move them. Similar to the pots with the cilantro. These were relatively inexpensive. I think I picked them up for like $1.12. But we're going to use these trays to get them a good start first, and then we'll transplant them into those. So again, as with most of my crops, I do depend quite heavily on the back of the seed packet, which gives all that wonderful good information. Parsley, it's my first time growing parsley. It came in a combination of seed packages that I purchased a couple months ago. So we're going to give it a try. Planting depth is 1/4 inch, so again, all I'm going to do is basically put a seed in and push it down with my finger and then cover it. Spacing is 1 inch apart. We don't really have to worry about that because it's going to be in these trays. So same thing with the row spacing. Days to germination, so that's when we should start seeing sprouts, is 15 to 20. With how warm it's going to be, I'm expecting it closer to the 15 mark than the 20 mark. And then most important in my opinion is the days to maturity. That's when I can start harvesting, because obviously I don't get any money if I don't harvest. So 65 to 75 days. That's pretty common for most of the crops that I plant. The big exception to that would be radishes. Radishes only take about 25 to 30 days before I pull them up. So everything else is in that 65 to 75 range. And parsley is an indeterminate variety. So as long as I harvest it a certain way, it should regrow itself. So let's get started, shall we? Wow, these seeds are tiny. I'm not sure how well in the camera you can see that, but those things are really tiny. Gotta be careful not to overseed, I suppose. So we're just gonna kind of tap here. Try not to overseed it. If I was doing a direct to seed, direct to soil planting, I would definitely want to use a seeder with this small of a seed, because it's really hard only getting one out of this package. I'm getting 2 to 3 per pot, pod, it looks like, per plug. But I'm one of those people, if I overseed, I can always pull out and thin later. It's just, move those over there. I would really like to maximize my seeds. And we'll see how this goes. So I'm just kind of tapping them in, and then if I get too many, like that was quite a few, I'll just move them over with my finger. Looks like we might be able to get another pack out of there. And then I'm just going to push them down with my finger. This is just run-of-the-mill potting mix. So there is some bigger non-decomposed matter in here. If it's too big, I just toss it out into the garden beds. Otherwise, I leave it in. Take one of these. Partial anyway, and just kind of fill it in. Gently spread it out here. Now this potting mix is already pretty wet, but I will probably add some more topsoil, water to it here, just to give it a good base. Like so. And when it's done, it looks kind of like that. We'll tilt this here. There we go. Now that one is done. It's ready for water. Like I said before and earlier in the video, I like these trays because the water, there's little holes in the bottom of these plugs, and then there's grooves in the bottom of the tray which the water will sit in, and then as they need it, they'll just draw it up, which is really nice. So we'll just get some water. Like I mentioned in last week's video, this water is the rain collection water, which is really nice. We'll just gently, don't want to disturb that soil. Actually, I think what we'll do is I'll take one of these out and just put it right in the bottom here. Like so. Like so. And then one nice thing, like I said before, these I got last year. They come with a plastic top, which gives them a really nice effect here as a little miniature greenhouse within this bigger greenhouse. And I'll set it there on the south in the walkway, and we'll go from there with it. I don't like to waste seed. We do have some more seed here, so I'm going to go ahead and plant a couple of these. we'll just see how far we get with it. And then I definitely want to mark in my calendar when I planted them, days to germination and days to maturity before getting rid of the seed packet, the empty packet. So, looks like we might get 2 full trays out of this packet, which would be really nice. If anything, if I don't end up having enough room for them, I can try to give away or sell sprouts in trays, which would be alright. But I'm pretty sure, just like the cilantro and the broccoli, the other crops that I'm trying out this year for the first time, I've had some people request and ask if I would grow them for them, so I don't think it'll be a problem. It's just a matter of getting done. Looks like we're gonna have a full set here. Look at that. Can't complain too much about that. Now there's like maybe 6, 8 in here still, so I'm just going to go back through and just kind of empty it out. Pushing down, 1/4 inch is not very far, it's just below the surface, so pack them in here. Like so. We'll go ahead, empty that one out. Cover them up here. Gentle again, we don't want to overly disturb the seeds at all, like that. I'll take one of these trays out, put water in the base here. Grab a plastic top. Well, there you have it, folks. That is parsley. I'm looking forward to, in about 2 months, having some fresh parsley to cook with, as well as some of my customers. It's a great all-around herb. It's used a lot in pastas and Italian cuisine. If you have any questions concerning parsley or any of the other crops that I grow here at Holt Growers, leave a comment. Also give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, hit that bell. You'll get notifications. I try to upload a video about every week, especially during the growing season. And if there's a subject you'd like me to tackle, let me know that too. I would love to hear from you. I'm going to end the video with a panoramic of the crops that are growing here in the greenhouse, as well as just let you see what's going on. I really enjoy growing crops. It's fun. I find it fun, fascinating, and as always, so get out, grow something today, and may God richly bless you.